Hey guys, welcome to downtown Las Vegas, walking the strip here at nighttime. This video is going to be kind of a random mismatch, this and that video of things that I filmed throughout my trip here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some things are going to be inside the hotel resort, some are going to be outside. Some are going to be some random people doing some crazy stuff or entertaining things. But nonetheless, you're going to see content from daytime, nighttime, different days, different outfits, different everything. Is going to be really random, really crazy, but a lot of fun. Now my plans were to walk the entire strip to do a video, but I just don't have the time to permit for that because it is almost a 2-mile strip. It would take over 3 hours. So I'm filming things as I go about. Even after today, when this video is thrown together, everything will be kind of just randomness down here in the strip, on the strip with the City of Lights. So since it's nighttime, we're going to focus on some nighttime content. And you never know what we'll see down here. It is a wild scene, I will tell you that. So if you're ready for another Vegas adventure, well, come along with me. Down there you can see the Paris Eiffel Tower twinkling red, white, and blue. And it's almost like daytime with all the lights here. It is crazy. Much brighter than New York City, I can tell you that. That is the Link, and I think it's the Link Promenade, if I'm not mistaken, down there. There's a kind of a gateway that takes you back to the Sky Wheel back there. There's Caesar greeting the guests back there. You do see the Coliseum and Caesar's Palace, which I'm currently working on a video for. Boy, it's like daytime now. I am coming around the Forum Shops here, and they have a huge lit up sign with some 3D, wow, picture scenes here. And now there's a massive image of Usher. You guys gotta check this out. Check out that screen here for Caesars. Huge. And those columns are almost like 3D. Yeah, look at that. That is too cool. Right across the street is Harrah's, all lit up in purple. There's the Link looking back towards Bally's, Bellagio, and Paris. And that is some very loud music. Here we are. That is a massive screen. Let's see what I do to give you guys a little visual perspective. That is unlike anything I've stood in front of before. I gotta tell you, Caesar's Palace certainly didn't spare any expense for their theming and advertising. Check out that site there. Those massive marble columns, the lion's heads. And now we're transitioning over to the Mirage, which is home to Boys to Men, at least 3 of them. Now Mirage is famously known for their volcano show. It's a free show out in front of the hotel. And what it is, it's like a rock waterfall feature, and at night it basically erupts like a volcano. There's fire, smoke, water, and it happens on a nightly basis on a set schedule when the weather is cooperating. Now tonight it is very windy out, so most likely it's not going to be operating, but I'm going to try to at least give you some visuals of it to show you what it would look like, and maybe we'll catch it on a different night here. Just catching a nap in between 2 lions. If you ever want to know what McDonald's looks like in downtown Vegas, right there it is, illuminated, and right here next to Harrah's and the Venetian. Looking at Casino Royale, which is kind of in front of the Venetian from this angle. I do have a tip for you guys. If you're ever coming through Vegas or staying here and you want something quick and inexpensive to eat, go inside the main casino, walk all the way to the back, and there's a little miniature food court area. There's a Subway, there's a Pizza Hut, and there's a place that sells foot-long hot dogs for $2.50. You can get as many as you want for $2.50. If you want toppings, they're 99 cents each. But they also have fountain soda. They have waffle fries, nachos, chicken tenders, mozzarella sticks, and corn dogs. It's good food, it's quick and easy, and most importantly, it's inexpensive. But it's in the casino of Casino Royale. Here we are now in front of the Mirage, and right in front of me is the water feature, volcano mountain, if you want to call it that. I know it's hard to see, it's not illuminated, but typically, normally, It does say volcano shows eruption daily 8, 9, 10, and 11 p.m. And this will be illuminated with orange and, you know, fire and smoke and sound effects. It is an incredible free show here nightly. And again, due to high winds tonight, it's not operating, but I'm going to try to catch it before the trip is over. If not, just do a YouTube search, Mirage Volcano, and you'll be able to check it out. But this has been operating since the 90s, and I'm glad it's still here. Another tip for you guys who are visiting Vegas, if you want drinks or things to take back to your room, casinos do have little quick service stands. Don't buy from them. Everything is overpriced and highly taxed. Go to your local drugstore here on the Strip. There's multiple Walgreens and CVS's. You can get everything at normal cost without the ridiculous prices or taxes. You can take it back to your room, such as drinks or snacks. But they are especially useful for when you're walking down the Strip. You want a bottle of water, roughly $2-3 compared to $5 to $10 inside the casinos. Right here at the Venetian is Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. I have visited one in New York City. I have not been in this one. Don't have time for that one, unfortunately. But the Venetian here, though, is one of the most impressive resorts. I did do some interior daytime footage, which I will roll next for you guys. I did show the gondola ride and the kind of outdoor Italian scene that they have in there with the numerous shops, restaurants. It's remarkable how large, expansive, and beautiful it really is. Gonna go up here a little further. Treasure Island is up here. That is where they used to have the Treasure Island Buccaneer Bay pirate show, where the ships used to do battle, and they used to have you know, pyro and fire, and the ship would actually sink. The captain would go down with it. It was a nightly show, just like the volcano here, but that did cease operation. The boat is still there. The little bay area partially still there, but they no longer do the show. But that was iconic back in the 90s. I watched that several times when I was here with my family, and unfortunately it's no longer in operation, so I can't show Lily, but there are videos of it on YouTube. Welcome to the Venetian. Since it's daylight out, we're going to give you a look at this, because there's a few interesting things we want to share with you, including some outdoor and indoor gondola rides. So the more fancy resorts, and I do apologize for the wind. It's been a windy day here in the City of Lights, but let's see what we get some views of here. Supposed to be some gondola rides, which may be in a different section here. Let's see what we can find. Here's a good look at the, what you want to call like a little water feature here. Looks like some Instagram models over there. But a very beautiful location. Joe and Lily are up there on the bridge. And normally I've seen tons of pictures and videos of gondola rides in this very area. So I don't know if they're currently not operating or what the deal is. I do know they have indoor rides as well, so we are going to go inside and hopefully get a shot at that. But this resort, though, is just like one of a kind. It's like royalty and like just not something you would see in your everyday neighborhood or city. But it's very beautiful, and yeah, it definitely has the reminiscence of Italy. All right, inside we go. Wow, check out the ceiling. That is amazing. So the canal is up on the second floor, but you have that view on the way up, so just shows you some of the incredible architecture and design that went into this building here. All right, gondola rides this way, and we're going through, looks like Venice. Very beautiful, kind of similar to Caesars near the Forum shops, but unique in its own way. Even a really shiny tiled floor. I love when places have the facades like this. It makes very similar to like Disney's Main Street USA, with the building facades of different businesses and apartments. All right, well, see ya when we get much closer to the gondola ride, unless there's something else to show you before then. Well, we made it and we're successful. There are operating gondola rides here. We'll take a moment to check out some of them. Nice purple cushion seats there. And these people are going to be serenaded with a little violin playing. I've always wondered how these boats get propelled. There's actually propellers in the front and back, and you'll see when they come by, there's actually pedals he's stepping on. The pedals activate the propellers to thrust it forward or backward. So he is indeed steering it, but he's not making it move forward or backward. So they are, I guess, battery operated with props in the front and back. You can actually see where it's making some waves there. He just hit it to stop himself going forward. So pretty neat how it operates though. This is pretty amazing. You don't even think that you're inside a casino right now. It's even more incredible. We're on the second floor, so I mean there's open space below here and they have a canal running through the second floor. Let's keep checking it out, see what else there is. This is actually pretty big in here. It goes down in that way and this way, so I'm not going to focus too much on this because I didn't think there was this much here. I just want to at least cover a little bit as to what there is in here because it is much larger than anticipated, and the canal goes for quite a ways. Just came through that little corridor there and we're transformed into another incredible room here, which pretty much makes you feel like you're outdoors. The sky is so realistic, the colors looks like the sun setting. It's like an outdoor market here. It is unlike anything I've seen in person. And over here is where I believe the canal rides are, so we'll be able to get a view of them. I think they, yeah, it looks like it does continue on even further too. But as I was saying, like the facades here, looks like little storefronts and, oh, there's Batman. I'm gonna have to snap a few photos. This is beyond amazing. This is absolutely massive. I had no idea it was this extensive in here. This canal still keeps going. Here's some information for the gondola rides. Indoor ride 10 to 13 minutes, Sunday to Thursday, and Friday and Saturday. Outdoor ride operates on a weather permitting basis. Okay, so it is very windy outside. I'm guessing that's why it's not operating. Normally it is. Just found this incredible, almost like a conservatory. It's a shopping mall and kind of centerpiece here. We're on top of a waterfall. And there's a little fountain down there and a gondola boat in the other pond. And a big, what does that say? Love. L-O-V-E. Simply outstanding. I can't believe how massive and detailed it is. I mean, we do feel like we're in another world. And it just keeps going too. I mean, we're looking straight across, we're on the second level. There's the third level and it just goes in every direction. It's so massive. There's actually money in there too. All those white things are bills. There's probably at least 50 bucks in there. I can see. Back at a familiar place from the daytime, the Venetian. But now we're here under the fall of darkness, and that's because the winds have died down and everything is operational. I'm going to go to wide angle here and show you they're actually doing the outdoor gondola rides. Beautiful scene here. It's a calm night out, and there's plenty of people here enjoying the Venetian resort. Looks spectacular lit up. And the boats themselves do have some LED lighting, which is pretty neat. So now you can see that they do have indoor and outdoor gondola rides. This one I don't think goes as far as I know. I know it goes under the bridge and then comes back around. And not sure if they do any serenading with guitars or violins, but it is pretty neat though to do this right in front of the hotel itself. And here's a look at the rest of the place here. It's a Thursday evening and probably in the low 60s right now. Zero wind, no humidity. A really gorgeous night for this. There's Mr. GQ himself. The fountain is working. It was here during the daytime. It wasn't working, so here's a look at it. Venetian sign there in the background. And I'm gonna go back to wide angle. Here's the whole resort. Where are we at? Are we in Vegas? Are we in Venice? It's hard to tell. Let's get a shot of the boats coming underneath the bridge here. So I was, zoom in again. I was standing right there just a moment ago. So here's a look from the opposite end. The screen's really bright too. Oh, so there's someone singing over here. Not too shabby. some more randomness for you. We're in front of the Flamingo Hotel, home to the Flamingo Wildlife Habitat, and one of the few remaining hotels here on the strip that has the old school lighting. Everything is pretty much state-of-the-art projection and whatever other technology they use, but this is the old school actual light bulbs and neons. Another AGT winner is Shin Lim. He performs here at the Mirage. He's a fantastic card magician. I saw him on AGT. He was well deserving of winning, and his performances are top notch, and he does perform here at the Mirage. Now, the Mirage was actually home to another famous show besides the Volcano Show and currently Boys to Men, which was the famous Siegfried and Roy with their white Bengal tigers. They did have their residency here at the Mirage. I believe I remember seeing them in person. They were also featured on the movie Vegas Vacation. And here we are at Treasure Island. So the way this used to work is the ship would come around the corner. Now where CVS is, that wasn't there. That is relatively new. The ship would actually come around the corner from the other side of this wall here, and it would be full of crew, complete with the captain, and it would kind of park itself similar to where it is now across from that ship there. That ship was always stationary, and looking at it now, there's actually still remnants. I'll get to that in a minute. But the ship would come around, they'd have a war of words, be shouting at each other, and eventually someone would fire a cannon, it hit over there, there'd be an explosion, they shoot back at each other. Eventually the culmination was that ship fired a hole into the side of the ship there, whatever the name of it is, and it was a hole that would take in water, and the ship would actually sink. The crew would all jump off, doing flips and dives even from the top, but the captain would stand along the side there, hold on to it, and watch it, stay with it, go down. The ship would go fully underwater and would stay under for a good amount of time. And I don't know how they did it. I'm guessing they had been an underwater air system for the captain, but when the ship would rise back up, he was still standing on the platform. And I'm guessing it was like some type of hydraulic system that would, move the ship there and then pull it down to about halfway up to the mast, I would say. That's how far down it went. There's actually a pretty deep pit here. During the daytime, you may be able to see it. There was actually a deep hole where the ship would go down to. It would be pulled down to it. But it is now locked here in place. The area where it used to go is now CVS. So unfortunately, the show will never happen again as far as I'm aware of. But as we come over here, I want to show you there are still signs of the former show, which I'm kind of happy to see. Now it does look amazing, obviously, decked out with the lights. And in later years, before it shut down, they did have a type of girls dancing on it, type of adult-rated pirate show. They kind of took away from the original theming of it, but you see those big doors there, and there's black soot. When they would fire the cannon, it would pretend it got hit here, those doors would throw open and flames and fireballs would come out. Everywhere you see the black and everything like that, that is from the former fire show, from the former pirate show here. But that was a fire would come out of those big fireballs, fireworks, pyro. It was pretty incredible. And it is sad that it's no longer here, but at least they do still have things to pay homage to it. The ships themselves, and just memories that keep it alive. But if you ever want to see that pirate show, just search Buccaneer Bay Pirate Show or Treasure Island Pirate Show. It was well worth the watch, I'll tell you that. Just to give you a backside shot here. Fortunately, it's not coming through on camera, but I can actually see the track in the water where the ship would be brought out. So it would come, imagine this wasn't here, this would kind of go in a curve back around there. Ship would come out, there's rails here, it would kind of stop where it is, and then the finale would be pulled underwater. Turn in the daytime to give you guys another look at the resort here and the ships in the daylight and the working fountains. You guys saw it at night, lit up with the rope lights, nice and bright. And now you can see it in the daytime. Now obviously it's not a real ship It is just a structure built onto this that looks like a ship, but it's pretty detailed though. It looks, you know, pretty realistic. You can see that mast is knocked over from the last explosion. And as I mentioned, it's all where the pyro used to be in the fire. Looking back, and we'll cross over here and show you the other side, which has even more fountains, and we should be able to give you a look at the area where the boat used to run on the track. Looks like even part of a ship down there. I didn't notice before, but it has a big like horns on the front of it there. That one though, if that is the same ship, that is obviously not a ship that could sail in the sea, but it is a ship that could move in the water, and it's controlled by like a probably hydraulic system. But that one is definitely, if it is the same one that moved around, but I can't confirm or not if it's the same original one. But we're gonna go on the other side behind the ship, and I'll see if I can show you that underwater track system that I was talking about. Now look at the details in that, the back of the ship. It's all those figures and statues, and it was illuminated at night with those windows. Now I know it's gonna be hard to tell because the water is moving from the fountains, but this right now is permanently docked. It's like sitting on blocks right there, but if you look, that is a rail. It's actually a double rail right there, 1 and 1, and the ship was attached to it, which I believe it still is. You can see the rails running up. So the rails is what guided it around the corner, as we mentioned back before that building was there, CVS. And the other thing I want to point out is down here is a pretty deep hole. I'm not sure if they modified it since the last show, but again, this ship used to get brought down, you know, below the surface. This whole area here would be underwater up to around that point there. So I don't know how deep it is. I mean, I can see the bottom right here in front of us. Looks like maybe 8 feet deep, but it's either still there or they filled it in, but there was a big hole that would pull the ship down for the final climactic scene. But I'm glad I was able to return and show you what it looks like, because I did take pictures, but they didn't really come out good at nighttime. And up here you can get a better look at the track system. I don't know why, I'm just fascinated by it. Okay, yeah, here you can see much better. These are actually like tubes, and something was attached to it that would pull the ship through, and they're actually cut off right there. It used to obviously keep going, and it would kind of go around the bend. So the ship would come out and be guided by those big rails, and would kind of position itself where it is now. But I don't believe that is the original ship though, because the original ship had some different features to it, and I think this is more just for the display purposes. So the ship that used to sink, I don't think is the same one, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool to see signs, remnants from its operating days back. I remember watching it back in the 90s. It was one heck of a show. I definitely miss it. Wish Lily was able to see it. There's the Eiffel Towers doing the light show. Sparkling red, white, and it should be blue. There it is. That looks amazing.
Promise. All right? Hey, a round of applause for the volunteers, yeah? So everybody can see. That's all I need you guys to do. Just drop down to a knee. Smile. Can't do it until everyone's smiling. Who wants to take me home?
Unreal. The things you see in Vegas.
Where you at? We're at the Bellagio. They better be so fun.
Out here in front of the Luxor now, there is the big kind of tower here. And as we turn over, the giant Sphinx here. Sorry about the glares. And the pyramid right behind it with the light shooting thousands of feet in the air. I know the image quality looks horrible right now. There's a better look at it. Really amazing. The pyramid does change colors. And I don't know how bright that light is, but you can see it pretty much anywhere down here in the Vegas area. And if you come over here, you do have a pretty neat statue set here leading up towards the main entrance of the Luxor. But all these statues are lined here and illuminated. Makes for some pretty cool photo opportunities. And if you come in the right conditions, probably daytime would be better. These exterior lights are just killing the view right now, but trust me, being here in person does look amazing. There is a tram though that goes from looks like Mandalay Bay all the way over to the Excalibur, but unfortunately it is not working due to the pandemic, so you do have to trek it on foot. Currently inside of the Luxor, and this is a one-of-a-kind place. The giant pyramid takes you back to the Egyptian days. They do have a pretty amazing display here of the pharaohs, and a little water feature here, but completely unique design. And even the elevators do ride at an angle, so that angle that you see, the elevators ride kind of diagonally, but unfortunately you can't ride them unless you have a key card to one of your rooms. So I can't show that to you, but I do know that is true. But this is simply stunning in here. Egypt, right here in Las Vegas. Oh, so we got an upper area here with another little temple or something illuminated in blue. I didn't even realize this was up here. There's also some restaurants up here and bars, but that is pretty neat. And then in the back here, it's like atrium showroom, which looks like a little village almost. And the Titanic artifact exhibition is up here, but it is currently closed. And bodies exhibition as well. The room in here is just, it's almost like staggering how high that is and how it looks like it's just, you know, ready to kind of fall in on itself. But they have a food court up here, and the theming is just top notch. The lighting, I mean, that looks like realistic. I mean, the way it's constructed, like you can almost climb up there. And the bodies is real. It's like actually cadaver bodies where you can see like the different stages of human bodies. I know people have done videos there. Titanic, I'm a big fan of. I would love to see this, but unfortunately it is closed currently. It is later at night. And all these levels here are all rooms. So depending on which room you book, you could possibly have a pretty incredible view. And this is where Carrot Top and other entertainers do perform here, right here in the middle, but that is pretty cool. Back for a second night here in front of the Mirage, and we have perfect weather conditions for the volcano to erupt. Next scheduled show is in about 20 minutes, 9 p.m. It runs on the hour, and we got a crowd starting to form here too. Waiting to see the show. Lily and Jill are here, as well as many other people. So once it gets to be showtime, we'll get to witness an erupting volcano here at the Mirage Hotel, downtown Las Vegas. All I can say is wow.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it, and I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I first want to thank you for watching this little mismatch of this and that of the strip area down here in downtown Las Vegas. It's been a crazy fun-filled week. It was kind of random. I was just filming here and there, inside, outside, daytime, nighttime, and luckily I was able to return to some of these places for a second time to give you some different views, different sights, and to actually see some of these things in operation that weren't operating previously due to weather or wrong time of day. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. If you want to see more Vegas content, check that Vegas playlist down below in the description. And lastly, I just wanted to say thanks one more time for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video.